Hello, my name is Mark, and welcome to Norman Computers. So, today we're going to talk about ransomware and how to protect yourself from the scourge of the internet. So, ransomware, what is it? We're going to talk about what ransomware is. We're going to talk about how ransomware works and how it spreads. We're going to discuss how you can protect yourself, and then we'll also tell you a little bit about how Norman Computers can help. So first off, what is ransomware? Well, ransomware is a type of virus that locks away the files on your computer. The virus then demands that you pay money, or a ransom, before granting you access to your files once again. Ransomware has been around for several years, but has recently reached media notoriety due to increasingly widespread attacks and more expensive ransoms. Ransomware has attacked computers all over the world, including residential, business, and government computer systems. These attacks have become more aggressive over time and have become a defensive priority for the cybersecurity industry. So how does it work? How does ransomware work? Well, ransomware works by tricking its way into your computer system. Now, this is usually done through some sort of delivery system, such as malware or an infected email attachment. Now, in my experience, innocent-looking email attachments seem to be the most common, but we have seen some other ways as well. Now, often these emails come from a trusted source, such as your bank, who might have been hacked or spoofed or otherwise compromised. Now, once you open the infected attachment, perhaps even unknowingly telling your antivirus software that this attachment is totally okay and to be trusted, the ransomware then activates and begins quietly encrypting your files. Now, if you're lucky enough to notice that this is happening, you should immediately turn off your computer and bring it to professional and let them know what's happened, and maybe they can stop it and prevent some of the loss. So ransomware can spread its encryption not only through your computer, but to any attached data storage device, including data storage locations your computer has access to over the network, and sometimes even cloud-based attached storage locations such as Dropbox and Google Drive. So just because it's backed up online does not necessarily mean that you are safe. Once all of your files have been encrypted, you will then receive a notification that you must pay a substantial sum of money, usually in the form of Bitcoin, which is an electronic currency, in order to receive your unlock code. You are then given a limited amount of time to do this because the criminals running the ransomware host the unlock code remotely, and they can only keep it active for a limited amount of time before they risk being caught by law enforcement. And they are more concerned with not getting caught than getting your money. Also, it should be noticed that there's no guarantee they'll give you your data back when you pay. Now, in my experience so far, especially with the CryptoLocker form of ransomware, they have generally been pretty good about giving the data back, but there's no guarantee, especially not with criminals. So how can you protect yourself? Because not getting in trouble is the best way. So many companies will advertise antivirus software that will 100% stop ransomware, but in my experience, this is generally a lie. The only real 100% way to prevent ransomware is to have an offline air-gapped copy of your data on some form of external storage system, like an external hard drive, or even a computer on your network that's just left turned off and disconnected from the rest of the network. So air-gapped means that there is absolutely no connection to your computer, thus making it basically impossible for that data to be accessed until connected. So if you have an external hard drive and you unplug it and completely disconnect it from your computer, that is called air-gapped. Now, I generally suggest multiple external copies of your data just to be safe, because I've seen instances of external backups becoming damaged for a variety of reasons. Whether it's a computer that fails or an external hard drive that just gets dropped. Sometimes people buy just like cheap Walmart specials that are not long-term good storage solutions. You know, any number of things can happen. So having 2 or 3 copies, if it's really that important to you, you should invest the money and have a few copies. So how can we help? How can Norman Computers help? Because this is sort of our bread and butter for what we do. Well, first off, if you do not know how to make an external copy of data, please feel free to call our office. You can telephone us, you can send us an email, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you have or even provide some training as needed. Additionally, we can review your current backup system to see if you're properly protecting yourself. Additionally, we have developed a variety of more automated systems, such as our distributed network data system, that creates a multitude of redundant external copies of your data, which can then be accessed through a variety of means. This system includes air-gapped copies as well. And we have proven, I don't know, a dozen or so times that this system is immune to various forms of ransomware. And we can show you how to do this. The system is generally tailored towards small businesses or private professionals, people who work from home, engineers, lawyers, that kind of thing. But we can adapt to any scale depending on your data needs. So let's go over the basics, give you the executive summary here. So first, be very careful of anything you download from the internet, especially email attachments. Now, I generally check my email from my iPad, which isn't necessarily completely immune, but if my iPad gets corrupted and screwed, then I'm not super worried about it. Although I have not seen a lot of ransomware targeting mobile devices yet, but they've been very adaptive, so there's no guarantee. So just be careful. Second of all, at the first sign of trouble, you must immediately power off your computers and bring them to a professional, and hopefully you've caught it fast enough that they can recover at least some of your data. Third, keep multiple offline air-gapped copies of your data. I cannot stress how important this is. There are so many problems, not just with ransomware, but so many IT problems that we've run into that could have been solved if somebody just kept a backup copy of their data. Finally, have a professional review your backup data solution to make sure that you're following the best practices. And this doesn't usually cost that much, and a lot of times you can just have it done as a favor. So finally, we're Norman Computers, and if you like this video, if you find these kinds of videos helpful, please subscribe to our channel or give us a call if you have any questions, and look forward to making more. Thank you.